Well, hello, Public Speaking 1 students. My name is Kevin Slater, and I am your public speaking teacher. Today, because we're just beginning the course, I need to give you a little background information that you're going to need as far as how the course is going to be laid out for you. As you can see on the screen, we are actually using Google Classroom as the way that I'm going to reach out to you electronically and the way that you are going to be submitting homework, taking quizzes and tests and such. If you haven't used Google Classroom before, not to worry, I'm going to get you through it. But today is just going to be your quick overview. And so we'll get deeper into the dive later. But for now, let's just take a look at what you're going to see when you log on. I'm actually going to back up a screen and say that when you first log on, here we go. When you first log on to Google Classroom, all of your classes are going to be up on this screen. They'll be generated for you by the school, by your teachers. In this case, I just have one course listed here. It happens to be mine, but you would have a block with a bunch of other courses. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on whatever course you're looking for, in this case, mine. And you're going to see that it's listed as public speaking. When you click, this is going to be the home screen you're going to see for our course. Hopefully you'll enjoy this cute little graphic that I found. It represents public speaking relatively well. Although for those of you who are nervous about public speaking, relax. The majority of your public speaking life is only done in front of 4 or 5 people or even less. It's not generally done in front of a ton of people. So in our class, the max you're going to be in front of is 27 people because my classes don't take any more than that. So breathe. You're going to be fine. And it's my job to help you through it. So as part of that, we're looking at Classroom. So the things you need to look at initially is you're going to see on the home page, which we're looking at here, that there's a class code. You should get that code and put it, maybe take a screenshot of it so that you know it in case for some reason your computer doesn't allow you in because it forgot your codes and such. But there it is. The next thing you are going to be looking at is any announcements that I've made. And in this case, you can see that there are 3 up here. You will also notice as you're looking at it that they are in chronological order from newest to oldest. So this was the first notification I sent out to you that basically introduced myself and introduced the course. And it also has my email address and my contact information, telephone number at the office if you need to get a hold of me at school. Although I will tell you that the easiest way to get a hold of me is actually come find me in my office if you're in the building. But otherwise, these will work. And then the next one, you're going to discover that there is an intro quiz waiting for you. It's just a quick little check-in to give you some extra points, and I will give you a little hint in advance that the answer is in my intro. And then the last thing you're going to see is that there's a notification that you have an assignment called Let's Break the Ice, and it's a little quiz that I put in there that simply asks you a question about yourself. These are all low impact, low grade quizzes and intro stuff, just to make sure you're getting comfortable with using Classroom. So what else will you find as we look at this page? You'll see that there's streaming here, which is the page we just looked at. There's also classwork. So all the stuff you saw that there was a notification on the streaming page, these 2 things are going to show up as classwork because you need to get these done. Now, it is true that right now you're not seeing any deadline on this. And that's because I chose with these 2 assignments not to give you a specific deadline. I was giving you a little time to get oriented, but eventually I will change that and put a deadline on here. So you want to get that done within the next day or 2 to make sure that you're up to speed. And typically there will be a deadline attached to each one of these assignments. The next click over would be to the people in the room. Right now, I haven't populated all of you in, but I will be doing that. You will see myself here as the teacher. Sometimes you will see more than one person. If anybody in the class has support services, or if there's a student teacher working with me, or if there's another teacher who is auditing the course for whatever reason, they would also be here. Sometimes administrators will ask to be part of the class, so don't be surprised if that group grows. But at a minimum, you'll see me, and then you'll see your fellow students down here. You may need that information because we will be doing some group assignments at some point during the course. And then last but not least, you will be looking at grades. Of course, students always are looking for their grades. Those will show up as we do each assignment in this last click. And that's about it. Over here, you will see there is a calendar. The assignments will show up in the calendar as well. There's nothing in there right now because I didn't give any deadlines to these two assignments. And that's really about all you need to know at this stage. Welcome again to the class, and I hope you find it easy to navigate through Classroom. If you have any questions whatsoever, you now have a way to get a hold of me. And we'll be doing a little more exploration as to how we can use Google Classroom for the course as we continue forward. Great to meet you virtually. I'll talk to you soon.